Not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Carr. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Again, it's Carr. And this goes out wide for Drake. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Ready. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. There, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Lance now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Gould is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with
like
sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out, and you get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
and
that
a really
one.
good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole
bit.
thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's go. Let's
Throwing on first down is Lance. padded by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. A good pickup there at 22.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situation.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Here's Drake one more time on second down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Carr. Looking deep for Adams. This is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
But now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready, break.
On first down, Lance. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon God.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Okay, right?
And they'll go for it. Lance. Got his target, Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. A very solid gain of 27.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 26-yard line. Working from the gun, Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground here. Mitchell. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall. Right. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle with a touchdown grab from Trey Lance. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Niners 13, Raiders 3. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just look.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you could lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw again on second down. Carr. That'll be checked down to Drake. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now Carr. His throw incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return